When you hear others talking about Elon Musk, you would think, is he a superhuman? In fact, he's just a human being like me and you. He confessed once he feels fear too, more than he is supposed to. But when it comes to an important deal, he just believes in himself, his capabilities, and overcomes his fear to do it anyway, no matter what the risks are. He is the billionaire who broken a lot of records in 1 decade only, something that no one has done before. Some people call him the real Tony Stark from Iron Man, due to his achievement in different fields of life. He is actually a man who summed all corners of technology in one portfolio, and the large amount of money that he also accumulated got him into the list of the top 5 wealthiest people in the world in 2020. Les Brown says in one of his motivational videos that his teacher told him once, "It is better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not to be prepared for it." Elon Musk literally did that. He was preparing himself for one in a lifetime opportunity since he was a kid. He was the kid who read the whole encyclopedia before the age of 10, and the largest influence he had when he was a kid was the novel of author Isaac Asimov he read as a child. It was the perfect groundwork for a future giant engineer and a successful visionary. He never left reading actually. You often find him reading a book whenever he has spare time, and he is a fan of The Lord of the Rings as well. Though he doesn't only read novels, he also prefers to read important books and biographies of great people who were able to make a change in the world. His ultimate goal in his life is to make a change in the world itself. It is the only thing that keeps him going forward with his amazing achievements. Whenever Musk has an idea, it would be a solution for a defined problem that is bothering a specific category of people or the whole world itself. That is what really made him that famous in a short period of time. He actually solved some of the world's most serious problems, and it was not easy when you think back to how he was able to come this far. At first, he started by really investing the money he was supposed to use for his education and live far from home. He chose not to finish his studies, but to start his first startup and pay rent and his daily needs with the money he collected from friends who used his and his brother's apartment for holding parties. In 1995, he seized his one-in-a-lifetime chance and co-founded a company called Zip2 with his brother Kimball and other co-founders, which became his first startup, a company that aims to creating and selling city guides to newspaper publishers such as the New York Times, which was eventually sold to Compaq anonymously, and that made him a millionaire in his mid-20s. Anyone searching for just money and early retirement could have just stopped there because the money he gained from Zip2 could have provided him with a very comfortable life, but as long as he had a bigger goal in front of his eyes, he did not just take the money and leave. He preferred to invest it to create another startup in 1999, which was called X.com, and in 2002, he merged it with a similar company called Confinity, which became later the company known as PayPal, which after all was acquired by eBay for a large amount of money, and of course, Elon Musk was the company's largest shareholder, which made him even richer. He did not stop there. In the same year, he had this idea to use half of his fortune to found SpaceX, his greatest challenge. He had the courage to get into the business no one had ever tried before or thought of before. He put his money, hard work, and faith in it. He almost went bankrupt when developing solutions for a persistent problem in this industry. He failed miserably every time he launched the space shuttles, but he succeeded in the end. Then by 2008, the company was awarded a contract for cargo transportation to the International Space Station by NASA, which was accomplished by 2012 to be the first ever private company to send a rocket to the ISS. Later on, the company sent more than 60 more rockets. His ultimate goal is to save humanity because he believes that humanity has always been threatened by several risks, maybe a giant volcano, an earthquake, or some falling objects from space. So he wants to take the chance to prepare humanity to succeed when confronting these risks by making human life multiplanetary. He is doing what no one else had the courage to do, and he is succeeding at it. Not stopping to rest, in 2003 Elon Musk decided to get into the automotive industry with Tesla Motors. But in 2008, due to the financial crisis, the company was facing bankruptcy, and in order to save it, he laid off 20% of his team and invested all of his fortune with what he borrowed from the US government. In 2010, Tesla went public with sales of its yet-to-be-built Roadster. to become the first American public car company, says Ford Motors. It became later Tesla Incorporated because he made it more than just a car company, including SolarCity and Powerwall. Thanks to the same sustainability reason, he believes that according to the damage caused by non-renewable energies should prevent every human being from depending on it and switch immediately to renewable sources of energy. He started producing renewable energy in another step to save us. He has some sideline pursuits such as Neuralink, which is a neural engineering company developing high bandwidth brain-machine interfaces. He also created a school for children called Astronova School, which is different from regular schools. Finally, we can say that his unbelievable goals are what pushed him forward all this time, even when he was at the verge of losing everything so many times. He said, and I quote, "Brakes are for cars, not for entrepreneurs." He has a set of goals in front of him that he wants to achieve, and money will just follow through the process. The set of goals he has are the high-ticket kind, which is the literal meaning of dreaming big. His ultimate goal is to take part of the rescue of humanity by going to Mars. I hope you found this video useful and informative. If you have something to add, you can leave it in the comment section below. Also, you can check some of our previous videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next one.